recording. And let me share my screen. Welcome to live charting. I think that's
Excited.
I'm very excited.
All right. Can you guys see my mouse move?
Yep.
All right, good. So let's start with coin market cap. See what's going on here. Volume's actually quite low on Bitcoin. Let's check out the top volume coins. I normally check out the top 10 here. Maybe we can add one of the coins that we don't have in the list. I have Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, ADA, UNFI, RSR, and AXS. Litecoin and DOGE. Ooh. DOGE is under 20 cents. Let's add that to the list just for fun. And this coin has fell a lot in the last 7 days, so let's add this one too. Nlink. .nlink.
Yeah, to blow them up.
I'm gonna mute you, Thought Query, just for a sec, because we can hear you in the background. Can you mute yourselves if you're not talking, please? Because we're gonna post this to YouTube afterwards. All right. That's out of the way. As for charts, let's get back to ranking. Bitcoin's bearish to me. Let's go to the chart, but this looks like an impulse down. Let's do the 30-minute chart. So this is the part we're seeing in the chart here. Let's look at the subwaves. This is wave 3 so far. And here. So yeah, we should see something like this, depending on if it's a complex correction or not. Something like that. We're always going to aim for the 618, this golden pocket here. So yeah, let's just put this down to minuscule and then zoom out, see what we're looking at. I drew this fib range just to place my B in the golden pocket for the retrace, assuming that we're done. I don't know if we are, but I haven't changed my bias yet. But I'm sort of hoping that I'm wrong and we won't see this out in zone until we get to the bottom of wave C. I'm starting to crave the action a little bit. So yeah, this is a pretty complex correction. I don't want to put any waves on it until it's completely over. So let's see if we bounce from here. If we do, yeah, we should be able to see something more concrete next week. So this is what I'm expecting in the next few hours or days. Actually, it's hours if it's a 30-minute chart, right? Days. We'll see. So yeah. It's actually pretty ugly. Let's zoom in a bit more. This is uncharacteristic of a wave 1, where we have to zoom in like a lot. Wow. It's weird. So we'd have 1, 2, a shallow retrace, and then 3. On RSI, it's the strongest. On volume, it's the strongest. I don't like it, but that's what it is. this can get invalidated pretty quickly. So it can't retrace lower than 1 unless it's a diagonal. And if it is, it can't retrace lower than 2. So let's assume it's a diagonal here. Actually, it would have to be... This is pretty ugly. I don't like it at all. Something like this, maybe. See the confluence on the other side? I'm just going to zoom out to get a better idea of where the candles start and end. You guys still with me? Hello?
Yeah, we're still here.
All right, so yeah, we got the top here. 33,000 seems to be like a key resistance for the past half week. And it also was previous support here, so I'm assuming that we will come and test this here before coming back down. So this is short-term Bitcoin. This is also assuming my bearish bias, which would take us down lower into these zones here. Going to retest the 30,000 mark. If that fails, we should see 28 to 26K relatively soon. If it bounces from here, like Crypto Heat thinks it will, we should be heading to, I think I had it at the 51K range a while ago. Let's just do it again. Yeah, 51, 52, 53, somewhere in that pocket. We really need to get the bulls fooled in order to see another dip. So we need to go at least that high, I think. But it could also end right here. But this would be much healthier and it would take us a bit lower. So yeah. So that's Bitcoin. I'm not going to put any zones because I'm not confident enough in this count. These are really ugly waves. I don't like them. So this actually rather looks like zigzags. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Maybe like this. It's still not very pretty, but you see what I'm thinking. Actually, wave 5 can't be the shortest. Wave 3 can't be the shortest, so we're sort of limited here. If wave 5 goes past 33.5, then we have to reevaluate this count. Let's just write this down here because it's very important. And this would be the invalidation point for that. There we go. All right. So now that that's done, we are expecting within the next 12 hours some bullishness. So with that in mind, we can be looking for a few long scalps if we find them. Let's move on to Ethereum. Let's see what we got. I think we charted this. I think I charted this last week, but I'm not sure where we are. See, it went through my Odin zone. Not by much. 4%. It bounced back up at least 8%, I'd say. 7%. So it's not a perfect zone, but it is following the general wave structure that we had outlined. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit more to get an idea. Next few hours. I'm wondering if this might top a little bit less up here. What's the wave structure here? All right, assuming this is A, and it might not be. It all depends on Bitcoin once again. Yeah, this would be a sweet spot, I think, if we can make it there within the next few days. If we are bullish like Crypto Heat thinks, then I'd be tempted to put this back up here. Maybe as far as up here. Let's see where that's going. Are there any zones we can identify on short term? This looks like a zigzag, not an impulse. It looks like it bottomed out. I'm gonna leave this here. I don't like deleting my Odin zones. I like to see where they were at all times. So I'm just gonna create a new one. I think if we aren't done, this could be a good spot. And this, I'm just gonna move it over right there. So I'm gonna mark that we have an Odin zone. So I could put it in the entry zones channel in a Discord. So yeah, if this happens, we have what, 1, 2, 3. This could be a flat, an expanded flat maybe. Yeah, we'll see. The waves are actually nicer for Ethereum than they are for Bitcoin. Easier to follow. At the point we are now, we're sort of out of resistance here. It was tested as a resistance on the 23rd of June, again on the 24th. Ethereum broke through on the 27th, retested the next day, and sort of retested here again on July the 2nd. So I'm expecting maybe another flip. But what do we see here? Look at that. I don't like it, but I'm going to put it there anyway. Hey, where is it? There we go. You won't see me doing this often, guys. I despise it. Right there. No. So I'm actually awful with this tool right here. right there. So assuming that, this Odin zone seems like it lines up pretty damn good, right? All right, I'm just gonna erase this because I don't like it in my charts. So yeah, okay. We're done for Ethereum. Let's get on to BNB. What do we got? It's always exciting to open a chart and see what was posted there before. Oh my God, look at that. When was this? June 3rd, yeah. Let's see if the count is still valid. Zoom out to the daily. Looks like an impulse. Wave 4. That's a deep wave 4. Where the hell is it? There it is. All right. Man, that is ugly. Yeah, okay, we already have an impulse here. So this is B, and C would have to be 5 waves down. So let's not measure that right there. Let's measure these. 1, 2. This is a pretty strong 3. A, B, C, 1, 2. Let's measure this one instead and see where it's going to take us. Oh my God, I don't like it still. I think the best place for a bounce would be here. This Odin zone is no longer going to be valid short term, so I moved it. Confluence. This has a lot of confluence, and so does this one. But I have a feeling this one might hold up, but I have a lot more confidence in this zone right here. Because it didn't hold, well, it did hold up, but I don't know, I just feel the zigzag as it is needs to go deeper than this wave, or at least a double bottom, which would take us past this one. So let's count it like that. Right there. And we can count the microwaves like this.
When those things come and try to get on our mind, here's what the Bible tells us about that.
T-Trials, I just muted you because we can hear your, I think your TV in the background talking about the Bible. So if you can mute yourself, and I'll on server mute you in a second. Does anybody have any questions? See this
I got
source.
one. But if this is subject to Bitcoin as well, right? So
Yes,
if
it's
Bitcoin,
always subject to Bitcoin. And with my bias being bearish, like I'm bullish in the next 24 hours, but I'm bearish for the next few weeks still, unless crypto heat scenario is confirmed. Um, yeah, I think these can play out very well. But it's everything is always subject to what Bitcoin is doing. If Bitcoin is moving sideways, the coins can move on their own. If Bitcoin is pumping, it's a coin toss. Either everything pumps with Bitcoin, or you can have Bitcoin pumping pretty much alone as well. But if Bitcoin is tanking, you have 95% of the coins following suit. Does that answer your question?
yeah, thanks.
I have one question. So, see when you're doing your waves, are you taking into consideration of the Bitcoin dominance?
Yes, I do. Just give me a second. I actually have a Bitcoin dominance chart as well, right here, which I'm following closely. I pretty much called it when we were down here. Let me see if I could pull that up for you guys. Do, do, do. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I was expecting a Bitcoin dominance to not bounce, but oh yeah, bounce from here because we had the lowest RSI in history. So at that point, I knew we were going to start correcting. So this is where we are now. And I also have this one, no, not that one, this one with the waves. I used the inverted chart here and I changed the time frame from 2-day RSI to 8-hour RSI. So you no longer could see here. You basically you could see the divergence, but as you could see, it follows the waves. It's following the waves perfectly. I think we're going to end up in this zone eventually before the whole market gets a bounce for the second half of this bull run. Does that answer your question?
Certainly does. So that's basically going on your bearish counts on
Yes.
BTC. Yeah, yeah.
This this
Okay,
is
cool.
this is bearish across the board
Yeah,
because when Bitcoin tanks, let's say it tanks 4%, everything else tanks 4, 8, 12, up to 20%, you know? This crash was crazy, man. I think I think I got liquidated one of my positions during the April crash. When was that?
yeah. I'm not
Right
surprised.
here. I got liquidated because Binance wouldn't let me do anything, and they wouldn't help me afterwards. So, well,
Yeah, I think
you
a
know,
lot of people got stopped out of that. Well, didn't get stopped out. It's when they should have got stopped out.
yeah. Well, that's it. Yeah, for Bitcoin dominance. Let's go back to BNB. So yeah, this is my outlook for the next few days, weeks. So we have an Odin zone for BNB, which I'm going to add to the Discord. These waves are tentative, by the way. I don't know exactly where the subwaves are going to end, but I have high confidence in this level. So this might come here. I don't know. I'm actually going to erase it and let the waves play out. Hate it when that happens. Like that, like that, like that. Oh, you won't let me, will you? Okay. And the way that I found to identify my Odin zones is to place a ray at the other end right there. So now when you zoom in, you have the Odin zone box with the low and the high identified. So yeah, that's it for BNB. Next one up is ADA. Nothing to say here, I think. Everything is going well. This is the entire range. ADA is one of those coins that looks like it's ahead of the curve in the correction, because this is clearly an A right here. We got an extended third wave. Let's zoom in. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is wave 1. A, B, C, expanded flat. Extended third wave. Deep correction for 4. And a truncated fifth, which are very rare, by the way. It's not pretty, but that's the count that I see. This is definitely a 3. Definitely a 5. We got A, B, and C on the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and an ending fifth diagonal. Finish off B. Oh, what did I do there? Okay, good. I'm just gonna measure here. Are we expecting a truncated fifth here? Let's just measure this one out here. Measuring wave 4 retracement. So yeah, there's confluence here. 618, 1-to-1 extension. There's so much confluence just around $1. I can't ignore it. But there is a head and shoulders, which, as you guys know, I don't like to play. But I think there is a significant chance of a bounce right there. So let's mark that out. With array. And we can erase these fib levels. Anyway, it's always easy to redraw them. So we have an Odin zone for ADA. And I think we can move on to the next coin. UNFI. UNFI, do I have that coin? Wow. Wave 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does anybody know how old this coin is? Does it go back to December of 2020? Wow, this could have been a huge trade right here. So it retraced way past the 786, I think. And I bet if we put the 9.0 fib, that'll be it. I don't know why I don't have that one there. Maybe I should add it. Right there. Not even. 95. Almost 95. Yeah, I'm just going to remove it. I don't like it. But it does have confluence right here. It bounced higher than the bottom of wave 2. I think Liam wanted us to check if there was a short coming up. Let's zoom in and see. I'd almost be tempted to draw a support here. So it has not dropped below this support.
I don't think his short went very well.
Did it not? But it is
I
top.
just
It is
I just
topping
looked
off
in
though.
chat. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how much more. This is wave 3 though. Whatever it is, this is a wave 3. This is just an ugly, ugly structure. I have to zoom out and count again. Let's count from the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If this is a zigzag, it's gonna get ugly. I don't want it to be a zigzag. Because a zigzag would imply something like this here. Right there, and something like this. Or at the very least, a double bottom. A flat would be much better news. So I don't know what to make of this. Let's do the count. What the hell just happened? Oh, there we go. All right. I expect that we could see some resistance around here, $9 range. But yeah, I think I'd be more looking for a long than a short. I don't want to short anything these days. It's just not sure enough, you know. I'm gonna let this play out a little bit. I don't want to draw any zones on this coin until we could figure out what's going on. This could be A, B, and C. Because you kind of want this to be over, you know. And I think this would be the logical the logical count. Let's get rid of this big fib here and check the fib retracement on B. Here we count up to here. Even if the wave ends here, you got to count the top of the wave. So it retraced 618 to the top. And then the fib extension. It's hovering around 1236, which is okay. What if we do it here? It's about the same thing anyway. So yeah, this does make sense as a zigzag. So that would make this an expanding leading diagonal. Let's zoom in. It's going to be awesome, guys. I think I got it. So we have the only thing I don't like is this retracement here on the leading diagonal, but it still works. So this is a micro count. And then we have 1, 2, 3. I don't know if 3 is finished yet, but there's an incredible amount of volume. It is the strongest wave out of all these so far. Let's see what the fib extension says. Wave 1. Yeah, this would be on point. Then we can have it retraced to maybe here. I'm thinking maybe a shallow retrace on this. Yeah, I'm thinking in this range here. And then the fifth could be extended or not, so. Yeah, I think we could put a zone here. Oh yeah, I like it. Look at the confluence on the other end of the chart. Right here. Right here. The very top of 1. Right here. And we got the fib retracement zone between, this is assuming this is the height, okay? So assuming that our zone would be right here. Let's set the markers. I think these markers are going to be a game changer for you guys. We got a, not complaints, but like people saying that they couldn't see where the zones were. I always put them sort of at fib levels or between fib levels. So that should be, it should be easy to find without even having these, but I don't mind putting them. It's just a few clicks extra. So yeah, as for wave 5, before I set Valhalla take profit zone, what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the retracement from wave 3 to 4, and then we're going to extend that to see where the possible take profit zones are. Again, this is assuming bullish scenario for this coin, and also depends on Bitcoin behaving. So that's it for that coin. We're at 40 minutes already. Next coin is RSR. Let's see what we have for that right off the bat. Nothing. Maybe I have it in perpetual. I do. Oh, previous counts. These were actually pretty much on point, almost. Yeah, I'll erase these anyway. They don't fit in my style of Elliott waves anymore, with the colors and all that. So this is what? Nothing. So okay. Let's zoom out, do the macro count. This is a nice chart, guys. I'm assuming this. 2. Strongest wave right here. Actually, this one is strong on histogram, but we don't have confluence for that on the RSI or the MACD. So I'm assuming this is the third. Beautiful ABC right here. And then up to 5 on the, let's put it submicro. Assuming wave 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5. Just putting that there for place marker, because we need to put this on this level. What do we have here? This is an impulse, so this correction is going to be longer. 3 goes up here. Assume 4, bounce off wave 1, and let's assume this for 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, 4, and 5 down here. This is A, B, and C. That's bad news, actually. Let's assume a double bottom just for now. B should come up to here, inside the golden pocket. How much is it down from us? That looks like a huge amount. 83% down. Who asked me for RSR? Are you, when did you buy?
I've just bought. I'm still in profit. I've just got a small spot trade on it.
Okay, that looks like a good move.
I
Cause
literally bought the bottom.
let's see
I
something
was
like
just
this.
trying to figure out whether I sell at the top and then rebuy at the bottom if it's going to go lower, basically.
Unless Bitcoin tanks, I think you're good. This is 3, 3, 4. This is a diagonal. The hell is this? Annoying diagonals, I hate them. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. This is ugly. I don't like it. But I think, so you bought around here. You bought around 2 cents. Or the other bottom.
0.2, 0.20.
Did you buy it in June or lately?
Now, just now, right at the bottom, 020, yeah, around there.
Yeah, man, this looks good. The only thing that I'm worried about, but I don't think we have to, since it's at diagonal, you got a 3-3-3-3-3 structure, so I don't think you have to be afraid of another wave down.
Okay.
I mean, what I would do in your situation is I would set my stop loss at break even
Yeah, I was gonna do that.
and just let it run.
Cool.
If you get stopped out, you just buy lower.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not sure what the structure is right now, but this looks like it's gonna be a 1 for a new impulse up, like something like this. Something like that. Maybe something like this. Then you're gonna have an ABC and another 5 waves up to here at some point. But yeah, I'm not gonna put any zones on this chart though. I am gonna set an alert, however, if it falls under here. Yeah, let's do it on the 30-minute chart. Because you know when you set your alarms, you have to put the time frame you want in order to set the frequency of your alarms. So once per bar, and let's see. What about historical support? What do we have close to these zones? Just move this up so I could see a bit. Right here, yeah. 18, just under 2 cents would be a nice support. I don't think it's going to come under here though. But man, we ape all in if it comes down to 0.015. So yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. What's your leverage?
No, it's not. No, it's spot. It
Spot,
was
okay,
spot.
all right. So you're still up a good deal, almost 10%, right?
Yeah, it's still all right.
Yeah, 6-7%. That's good. So, all right, next coin.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Doge coin. Elon coin.
You.
Musk not pump. Wow, this is ugly. Let's do it on this one. Oh my god, this Odin zone. This was amazing. I trolled so many people with this Odin zone. They're like, nah, it'll never go under 20 cents, man. When did I call it though? June 10th. May 12th. I think I called it here. There you go. Boom. How beautiful is that? As you guys can see, I'm not very good with timing my Odin zones in time. Like I'm like a week away, but it doesn't matter to me. Time doesn't really matter as long as it gets there. So yeah, I think the next Odin zone is still in play. This is it right here, 236. Can we get down to here? It's possible. We'll see. I'm not going to add anything on to here. I think it's already been charted, so we don't need to add anything. So actually I'm going to add the subwave count. Is wave 3 finished? I don't know. Right there. So let's leave like that. I'm gonna add it. I'm gonna add it inside the entry zones and move on to AXS. I think my chart's on perpetual. Right here. Wow. Okay. See, I thought the correction had started here, but I was wrong about that. Let's zoom in. Gotta delete these. Remove this. Zoom out. Move the wave. This is obviously a wave 5. We just need to find where it starts. This is wave 3. Right here. Let's count them. This is ugly. Wow. Truncated fifth. So it starts here. Wave 1. Triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. Right there. And right here. So I'm going to zoom in some more. I'm going to do the retrace for wave 4 and try to predict the top this time again. Wow. Exceeding expectations. This is 3, 4. Let's do this one as well. See if we have some complements. Right there. See, I would have bet a lot of money on $23 right here, but it's topping out. I think this is the top, and it hit the 2.272 on a lower time frame. I think this is a great time to short. I'm not going to put a zone, but I am going to put a hammer on there. Right there. And now that we have this, okay, just put the I'm going to write this down just so I can delete these. I could always redraw these later, so it doesn't matter. So I zoom back out. I'm going to take wave 3 in its entirety and see where we can catch the bounce for wave 5. Okay. T-draws, I had to server mute you again. We're hearing your yogurt scratching.
I was gonna say.
So yeah, okay. The golden pocket retrace. I wonder if we can use that. It's a highly leveraged coin. So a dip into the 618 would be valid in this case. It's only valid if it's a highly leveraged coin, which this one is. So in Elliott wave theory, normally you can't retrace into wave 1. There are a
What you
few.
classes? Sorry, what you classes? High leverage. Is it beyond 20?
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's possible to do it. So, and we're charting on Binance with the high leverage perpetual contracts.
Yeah. So anything above 20x is high
I,
leverage because I know AXS goes up to 50.
Actually, I don't know what the exact leverage needs to be for it to be valid. I will check on that, but it would be valid in this case, I think. I'm pretty sure. We have some degenerates that do the max leverage all the time, so
I might
um
be one of them.
so yeah, let's see what the confluence has. What we have as confluence right here, right above the 618 has a lot of confluence. I don't see much confluence in the 0.5 and the 0.55 zones, so I'm rather confident we could see a bounce in this area here. Let's draw the Odin zone around between here and here. Just gonna move it over. Set our markers. Right there. So that should be good. I don't expect this to play out in the next 10 days. It's more of a longer time frame unless it drops. Actually, when this does drop, it's going to drop like a ton of bricks for the first wave down. So yeah, but it probably won't make it to the Odin zone right away. It's probably gonna come up sharply as well, almost right back up to the top, and then come back down a bit slower on the C wave. So yeah, that's what I see here. Another place where it could bounce, possibly, that is a deep retrace, is here. Actually, let's put a second Odin zone. I don't do this very often, but right here, assuming something like this happens, and also once we have the bottom for wave A, I might be interested in shorting the top of B on a 618 retrace. So yeah, let's see how this one plays out. I think we're very close to the top. I don't see it pumping much more. So yeah, let's see.
So, quick question: would you wait for validation first before you started to short, or would you short now or close to now?
I'd have to zoom in and see.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, I start sniping scalps at the 30-minute chart. Okay, so if I can get a count here, so we have a clear one here. Oh my God, this histogram is screwing with me. This is 3, 4 here, and 5. So see, it's right there, man. I don't know. I don't think it can go much higher. Uh, and then you zoom in just a bit more, maybe to the 3-minute time frame, and you count the subwaves. So this would be the last one up. 1, 1, A, B, B, C, 3. This is a clear 3, and measure the third and fourth.
So, do you think it's maybe riding higher than it should be because it's an NFT and it's a craze just now?
I think it can go up to $25 before it goes down.
Yeah.
I'd be really interested in shorting $25. There's confluence too. You see, this This is a larger time frame fib. Let's see, what is it at? 2487 on the 2618. So yeah, I'm gonna zoom out just a bit. Gotta identify these waves better. Damn it. What the hell? What am I looking at? This is larger. There we go. Let's go back in. This is how I snipe a scalp right here. I start at the 30-minute and I zoom all the way down to the 3-minute, and when I want to pinpoint my entry, I go down to 1 minute and 30 seconds just for confirmation, and then and only then will I do a 20x. Any other setup which I can't do that for, I will do 10x or less. 20x is just extreme, and it's gambling if you're not doing things right, so I wouldn't suggest you guys doing it. So yeah, that is for AXS. Next coin. We have 2 coins left, DOT and Link. Let's go see DOT. Doesn't make sense at all. Wow, what just happened there? I lost a piece of chart for a second. DOT. Maybe I have it in non-perpetual. Right here. Yeah, there you go. Oh, this looks good. Sort of a triangle. Odin zone is still looking in good shape. Oh, I'm gonna move my Odin zone down just a bit. I like this right here, right here. I like it too much to just let it go. So let's move this down, move this around. See what I did? I had my 272, assuming that this was the top of 4. And now that this is the top of 4 in my book, the 272 moved down just a little bit, and it gave us more confluence on that side of a chart. And it's also like you even have some confluence at the top of wave 1, subwave 1. So what is this? Is this A? 3, 4, 5. This is B and C. So this is the entire zigzag, assuming this can play out. If we can get a buy order at 745, actually let's map out these zones. A huge gains that we can make. Enough to pay for a lifetime of crypto Foundry with the right leverage. There we go.
Yeah, I've got a locked in buy in at 20 something.
Oh, you bought the prorated?
Yeah, I thought we were kind of bottoming out, and then I bought a good chunk at, I think it was 20. Let me just check.
Oh, you bought up here, right?
Yeah, yeah. So 22 actually.
Shit. Well, yeah, I mean, these coins are all gonna bounce eventually. This one looks like it corrected a lot from the top.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold it. I mean,
Looks like 90%, 73. It's not so bad actually. But if we come down to here, 85. I'm actually quite confident in this count. So Do what you will.
Yeah, there's no chance I'm selling that now.
Let's just do that like that. Naked chart. All right. So that's that. It was a quick count. We already had much of the work done on it, but we do have an Odin zone on it. And I'm going to update the timestamp for dot at a minute 5, an hour 5, and 30 seconds. Last coin is Link. Link, where are you? This coin is very exciting, actually. It hit Thor's Hammer zone a few days ago, and it just tanked by 20% since then. And nobody got into that trade. I'm a bit disappointed in that, but I think we've made significant changes in the Discord that will allow us and you guys to follow up better. All right, let's just move this over. Let's see the confluence. So we have confluence backdating since January, actually. Support broke down, became a resistance for just a few days, and then shot up from there, and it hasn't been retested since. So I'm expecting a bounce there. Also, what's this? Let's see here. Retrace, wave 4. Lots of confluence. 1618 is perfect. 272 is a bit low, I think. I've seen some people predict that we're going to retest this low, but I'm not sure about that. This just seems like a wick to me.
Yeah, do you still count, when you can see blatant market manipulation wicks, do you still count them in your wave?
It depends. I mean, I would count this as the beginning of wave 5 in this case. Let me just see something here. No, this is definitely wave 3. This is a strong wave 3. So yeah, I would count this when measuring my fib retracement for, actually I wouldn't count it at all. Because what you take here, you have 5 waves up here. So actually you never count it.
Okay, cool.
Well, you know what? This could be actually the bottom of wave 4. This could be A, this is B, and this could be a C. So you only count it really for the bottom of wave 4. You maybe count it for checking out where wave 5 is going to end. And it ends up here at the 3618, which is actually a huge bounce. But that's the only thing I count this particular wick for. As for this one here, the bottom of A, you measure it, you take it into account when you're figuring out where B is going to top out. See here, it topped out between 5 and 0.55, so that's a great place to short as well as the golden pocket. Some people get left behind on the shorts because they're expecting this range because of like there's confluence here. See, I would have put my Thor's hammer here and we would have missed it. But that's fine. I mean, you're gonna miss some trades. But these two zones, let me outline them for you. These two zones have a high probability for shorts and longs. Very, 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 very powerful zones right there. So yeah, we have an Odin zone here for Link. Let's add that. I'm gonna be putting this in the entry zones channel a little bit later. I'm not sure if I have time to do it right after the video. So yeah, do you guys have any other coins that you want to look at? Maybe I have time for one more. but we've been on here for an hour and 10 minutes, so I think we've done a lot.
I'm happy. It's been very informative.
Oh, great. I'll see you guys on the battlefield then.
Nice one. Cheers.
Thanks, my man. Cheers.
Thanks everybody. Thanks for joining. Thanks for participating. See you guys next week.
Laters.
Yeah.
Flowcube out.
Thank you.